just got off the bus and we're going into town. We're just crossing over Carlisle Bridge. Wayne says, look at all that mud. But that's the Millennium Bridge over there, and we're going to the customs house on the quay first. So that's the River Loom. We're just coming over Carlisle Bridge towards Lancaster. That's the Priory Church on the hill, and Ashton Memorial in the distance, high on the hill. So that's Carlisle Bridge that we've just come over. And the trains go over that way. Wayne's there. Oh, will he out again? And that's the customs house there. Lovely, love the building. In fact, I have a painting of it at home. I've had it for years. Clipper Edward de Vita. So this is the customs house on Lancaster, on the Loon. Okay. Look at all this old pot. Early Lancaster. Could be Skirton Bridge. Artist impression of 2nd century Roman fort and bridge over the River Loon. Get knotted. Yeah. There's all the knots. Sheep shank, sheep end, bowline, cove hitch, reed knot, figure of 8. Oh, there's a stamp. Look at that stamp. The official seal and die of the Loon Shipbuilding Company. And that's the posy holder presented to Mrs. G.C. Clark, the wife of one of the directors of the Loon Shipbuilding Company, who launched the ship Gressingham from the company's yard on the 7th of March 1868. And that's a picture of Janet Raby, employed by Lancaster Port Commission as lighthouse keeper at Cockersands at the mouth of the River Loon until 1945. She also assisted her brother Richard, or Dick, and together they also fished the estuary for a living. Hello, fishermen. Mending your fishing nets? Crossfields Boatyard. This is a model of Crossfields Boatyard in Arnside, made in 1930. Big stone wheel. Even a bottle of moccasins to keep them going. All the tools. Satchel and flask for the lunch. Look at all this old leather. And that boat's circular 1910, made in the Woodhouse Yard in Overton. Hannah was used for salmon netting on the River Loon. Basket of cockle shells, salmon and sea trout on the River Loon.
And Joe, just let me know if left.
Fishing the line on the River Loon. Poaching. Oh, you can't really get them because of the shadow. You're obviously looking after the Lancaster people, eh? The shrimp boiler was used on fishing boats to boil the freshly caught shrimps, which were then ready to pick on return for shore for sale. Oh look, Morecambe Bay shrimp tubs, pots, wooden cowls, shrimp riddle, a bit like a garden riddle. Shipbuilders' half models, an important part of ship design and construction. A small cannon. This is a small 1 1/4 pounder sized cannon, probably used for signalling. And a big winch up there. A tall ship weather vane from Willow Mill, Caton. Unknown date. It's made out of copper and it's unknown date, and the maker is unknown as well. Sunderland Point painting. A lot of the fishing was done at Sunderland Point. Collection of sketches of a wrecked bark, however you say it. Bark. Shipwreck. That's the Loon Estuary. Picture of the Loon Estuary and boats. What are these?
All ships.
Models of Rylands. 50 models of Rylands.
There's Navy ships.
Morecambe and Heysham Model Yacht Club. Oh look, Morecambe and Heysham Model Yacht Club prize. 35 to 36. Can't see them. Too small. 18th century society began to get a taste for all things sweet with the arrival of sugar from the West Indies plantations. Sugar came in the form of a cone or loaf, and metal sugar nippers were used to break off a piece when needed. In Lancaster, Sugar House Alley still exists. This was the location of a sugar refinery in the 17th and 18th centuries. Well, this is a model of Dalton Square. Shows what it might have looked like in the 1800s. Well, we're going up to Dalton Square after.
Yeah. Well, you'll see what it's like now.
Yeah. Look at all the old clothes.
I think you can get dressed up.
Can you? And then take a picture? Do you want to?
No.
So you can pop some of these clothes on if you fancy. That's good, isn't it? And then get yourself a picture taken. Could put it on there, Wayne, and get a picture of both of us. Now, what would we look like in the olden times? Oh, you look a proper gentleman there. This will be the boss's, look at little old glasses. This will be the boss's chair and table and chair. The boss's office. James Booth was the longest serving collector, serving for nearly 50 years. He was described by a contemporary as a very pleasing, cheerful man, full of droll anecdotes, well told. Did you know? Customs officials also kept an eye on each other. Temptation was all around from valuable and exotic goods being brought into Lancaster. The 18th century had a complex customs system overseen by paid officers known as collectors. They were responsible for ensuring all incoming and outgoing cargoes had been checked and appropriate taxes paid. So now we're outside. Oh, there's a ladder. No boat. Needs a bit of work doing to it. Big old anchor. Look at those big weights.
Yeah.
And a big anchor. Look at these old coins. 2nd century Roman hoard from Silverdale. Those 12 coins and 2 objects were found near to the coast in the Silverdale area. This hoard, silver pennies and half sixpennies, found at Scotforth, South Lancaster. Helicopter lifeboats. He's done a lot of training, hasn't he? Weight training. Oh, look, the rigs drilling for gas. Oh, look at that big thing there. Whatever it is. What is it?
I don't know, winch maybe or something.
Model of the CPC Central Complex. Is this out in the Morecambe Bay?
Yeah.
26 miles west of Blackpool. 26 miles west. It's huge, isn't it? I bet it's massive close up. Because look at all this. It only looks tiny, but look at all little, you know, all levels.
Yeah. What's there?
Morecambe Gasfield Stage 1. Barrow Onshore Terminal. Heysham Operations and Support Base.
That's your drilling platform. Takes it to the...
Where? So that's your drilling platform.
That then sends it to the central production platform.
Up to the central production platform. That's the accommodation platform on the left.
And that's
There's
the...
another drilling platform. Morecambe Flame jack-up drilling platform.
and then it goes up to Barrow in Furness.
And then up to Barrow. Lupton Mixing Station.
Onto the national grid.
Look at these guys working hard.
Maybe rum, maybe.
Yeah, look,
barrels.
well, there's barrels of rum, so
And
he'll be
whatever that is.
your man that sorts it out with bowler hat on.
Could be tobacco
Mm,
or coffee.
yeah,
Coffee beans.
lots of big barrels. And seagulls up top. Oh yeah, look, horses. All old regulations and Lancaster Canal packet boat. And the horses. You can even go in the boat, look. Leisure boat, canal boat, fast packet boats. Passenger vessels called packet boats carried people on the Lancaster Canal from 1833 to 1846. They were fast and comfortable and were pulled by the horses. The railways caused the death of this service. Model of the packet boat.
Yeah, they ended up as like a tours, didn't it, up and down?
Yeah, canal. Well, they still
And
do
a
them, don't they?
I think it was a restaurant.
The Lancaster Canal was begun in 1792. It was to link Lancaster with Kendal and Preston and carry imports and exports, limestone and coal. A section of Glastondock was built in 1826. Altogether, it was a very expensive project. Lancaster Canal Company. The Lancaster Canal scheme was popular and promoted trade and industry. Its early promise was never fulfilled, but the Canal Company was moderately successful. It kept railway competition at bay until the 1860s, when it was taken over by the London and North Western Railway. I bet they ran better then than they do now. There's a picture of how the boats were pulled along by the horses. There's an old notice there for the Lancaster Canal. So this is one of the pleasure boats. It's well kept, isn't it?
Mm.
Wonder why they've all got little tiny holes.
Mm-hmm.
There's the boiler to keep it nice and warm. There have been many deaths while crossing the sands of Morecambe Bay. Sudden fog, quicksand and the speed of the incoming tide have caught out travellers, although experienced guides can usually cope with these hazards. Did it say something? He was the Queen's guide, wasn't he? Cedric Robinson. But he's retired now. We did it.
Yeah, across the bay.
Did you do it?
Yeah. Oh, I have done it.
No, I did it with your Deborah.
Yeah, I know, yeah, I did it.
And Zoe and Callum, I think, yeah. Yeah, we went from Arnside to Kent's Bank. From the Middle Ages onwards, guides have been provided for the two main crossings, the Kent and Leven Sands. Originally the guides were paid by Cartmel Priory and Conishead Priory, respectively, but when these were dissolved, the Duchy of Lancaster took over the payments. The guides were also known as carters. Cedric Robinson, MB, oh, he died in 2021. He'd been the Queen's guide to the sands for 56 years. In May 1985, a group of horse-drawn carriages crossed the Kent sands, led by Cedric Robinson. The leading carriage was driven by HRH, the Duke of Edinburgh. Oh, yeah. So that's him, Cedric Robinson.
Yeah. That's, if this is up to date, that's who does it now.
And Wayne thinks that's Alfred Butler who does it now. If you'd like to see more of Kim and Wayne, please like, comment and subscribe. See you next time.